Meanwhile, at the Grand Suite Hotel, in the Grand Presidential Suite, Bradley came in holding Karen in his arms, and as he carried her through the threshold and put her down, and she see the amazing dinner that's awaiting them. Wow, did I mention you're the best husband I can find? I get that a lot, although the police is finishing up the fight scene in our bedroom. Our honeymoon is going to be sweet, and as Karen and Bradley went and sat down, and as Bradley raised his glass, why don't I propose a toast? Meanwhile, at the Palmsdale Ridge Manor in the living room, Patrick's on his laptop till Daniel came in, and Patrick noticed. I got here as soon as I can. What's going on? And as Patrick showed him the message from his laptop. What the hell is that? That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Who sent this? It came from an unknown source, but I gotta say, I don't know. You don't think the Collins behind this? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Aaron's working on paperwork till Matt knocked on his door. And he noticed. Hey, come in. And as Matt did, I think your wife's talking to her brother. Yeah. What's your take on what happened? I can't believe Angela would destroy multiple lives. Why do I get the feeling you think there's more to the story? That's because it is. And although I can't prove, you know what? I agree. I believe there's another twist to the story. Meanwhile, in Nate's room, Nate's lying in bed talking to his sister Vanessa. Please tell me you're planning to press charges against Jeff. Not at the moment. What are you waiting for? Jeff's mad because I slept with Kristen. About that. Yes. Do you really love Kristen? Meanwhile, in the conference room, Kristen came in and closed the door and sat at the table just as someone knocked. Leave me alone. And as Tyler came in and Kristen saw. How did you know where to find me? Kristen, I'm your brother. I'm not a fool. And since Nate's, you figured I would be here. Yeah, and we both know why. Meanwhile, at the Dansbury Ridge Manor in the living room, Jeff's sitting on the couch waiting till Gloria came with 2 cups of coffee and sat by her husband and gave him one. Are you holding up? I should be asking you that, considering there's guards, courtesy of Greg and Claire. I take that you don't know what's going on. I heard my brother was brutally attacked at Karen's house, but I didn't see who. I think you need to brace yourself on what I'm about to tell you. Meanwhile, at the Grand Suite Hotel in the Grand Presidential Suite, Bradley and Karen are enjoying dinner with their glass of wine. Let's toast to a better outcome in the future. Better outcome in the future. And as they clicked their glass and took a sip, and Bradley looks at Karen. God, you're the most amazing woman I've seen. You know, it amazes me how lucky I am to have you in my life. And as Bradley got up and came to where Karen is and lent a hand to her. May I have this dance? Yes, you shall. And as Karen got up and took Bradley's hand, and as they led to the center and began slow dancing. I will forever love this song. Me too. And as Karen leaned on Bradley. Meanwhile, at the Palmsdale Ridge Manor in the living room, Patrick and Daniel are talking. Dude, I'm not all surprised what happened today. Yeah, if your stepdad and your grandstep hadn't stopped him, yes, he would have been dead, and Jeff would have been in jail for murder. Who would send this message to us, and what they expect to gain from power? What's going on? And as Rachel came in. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Aaron and Matt are talking. So Michelle and David came at the beginning of the year with an agenda, which seems very dodgy to me. Although I was in a coma, no thanks to Mandy. Do you think Michael really is Michelle and David's son? I don't know, the timing at my parents' wedding seemed very odd. Convenient? Yeah, that's really dodgy. You know what? I'm gonna find out if it's true. Really? You would do that? Yeah, I had my suspicion about those two, but now I can find out who they really are. Well, you can. Meanwhile, in Nate's room, Nate's lying in bed talking to his sister Vanessa. Really? Oh, come on, Nate, I'm not a fool. Kristen and I have something special. You said that about Haley, then Mary, and then Maria, and then Max. All right, I get the point. All the matter is I love Kristen a lot. You need to stay away from her. Excuse me? She's married to Michael, not to mention what Jeff did to you. I mean, who knows? Maybe Tyler might be next to finish you. Not gonna happen. You damn right, because I took care of the situation. Meanwhile, in the conference room, Kristen and Tyler are talking. Is that why you're here? You plan to finish Nate off after what Jeff did? All we want to do is protect you. You know, you never told us the reason why you and Sharon studying divorce. We're talking about you, not me. I'm worried about you. We all are. Then don't. I'm fine. Really, I am. If you're expecting our brother to apologize, yes, I know. Jeff's not gonna do it. Meanwhile, at the Grand Suite Hotel in the Grand Presidential Suite, Bradley and Karen are enjoying dinner with a glass of wine and a toast. Let's toast a better outcome in the future. Better outcome in the future, and as they clicked their glass and took a sip and put their cups down, and Bradley looked at Karen. God, you're the most amazing woman I've seen. It amazes me on how lucky I am to have you in my life. And as Bradley got up and came to where Karen is and lent a hand towards her, may I have this dance? Yes, you shall. And as Karen got up and took Bradley's hand, and as they led to the center and began slow dancing, I will forever love this song. After all, it is our wedding song. True that. And as Karen leaned on Bradley, meanwhile, at the Palmsdale Rich Manor in the living room, Patrick and Daniel are talking. Dude, I'm not surprised at all, given to what's happened today. Yeah, if your stepdad and grandstep hadn't stopped him, yeah, he would have been dead, and Jeff would have been jailed for murder. Who would send this message to us, and what expect to gain? Power. What's going on? And as Rachel came in, and Patrick and Daniel are surprised. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Aaron and Matt are talking. So Michelle and David came at the beginning of the year with an agenda. That sounds pretty dodgy to me. You know, I was in a coma earlier this year thanks to Manny. Do you think Michael's really Michelle and David's son? I don't know. The timing of my parents' wedding seems very convenient. Yeah, that's really dodgy if you ask me. But you know what? I'm gonna find out what they say is true. Really? You would do that? Yeah, I had my suspicion about those two, but I can point out what it is when I find out. Maybe there's a way I can help you. Meanwhile, in Nate's room, Nate's lying in bed talking to his sister Vanessa. Really? Oh, come on, Nate, I'm not a fool. Kristen and I really have something here. Yeah, you said about Haley, then Mary, then Maria, and then, all right, I get the point. All the matter is, I love Kristen a lot. You need to stay away from her. Excuse me? She's married to Michael, not to mention what Jeff did to you. I mean, who knows? Tyler might be next to finish you off. Not gonna happen. You damn right, because I took care of the situation. Meanwhile, in the conference room, Kristen and Tyler are talking. Is that why you're here? Your plans to finish Nate out after what Jeff did? All we want to do is protect you. You know, you never told us the reason why you and Sharon divorced. We're talking about you, not me. Look, I'm worried about you. We're all right. Then don't. I'm fine. Really, I am. If you're expecting our brother to apologize, yes, I know. Jeff's not gonna do it. Meanwhile, at the Dansbury Rich Manor, in the living room, Jeff and Gloria are talking. This sounds serious. 'Cause it is. The person who put your brother in the hospital is me. Now before you get all mad, let me just say I've warned him what happened should he go to my sister again, and he just laughed it off. Oh, I see. You knew, didn't you? I just wanted to hear from you. So that call at the book cafe was my brother Tyler telling me what happened. So basically, you went to Karen and Bradley's house with the intention of killing my brother. If you ask me, I regret my decision. No, I don't. And if Aaron and Bradley hadn't pulled me out, you would have finished Nate off. And as Greg and 2 officers came in and they noticed, looks like we're just in time to hear your confession. Meanwhile, at the Graham Suite Hotel in the Grand Presidential Suite, Bradley and Karen are eating strawberries and cream while lying in bed. Damn, I needed this so bad. Given to what's happened lately. Yes, remind me to have a word with Michelle and David. Will do. You know, I really want to get out of this town, like now. No, that's fine. As Bradley got his cell phone and called the chauffeur. Yes, bring the car around. Alright, and as he hung up, plane's already fueled and ready to go. Good. Why don't we make a detour stop? And as Karen got up, followed by Bradley. Where do you want to go? The Grand Canyon. I want to take a moment to enjoy life. So how about it? Sounds good to me. Meanwhile, at the Palmdale Ridge Manor in the living room, Rachel, Patrick, and Daniel are talking. Mom, I didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I just got back from your grandparents' house and been looking for you. Well, I better be going. You don't have to go, it's fine. I have plans for my family. I'll see you later. And as Daniel got up and left, and as Rachel turns to her son. What exactly did your father say to you at church? Dad said he wanted Chance, but honestly, Mom, Aaron's been more of Dad to me than Justin. I know you want to protect me, but you have a father. Mom, when it comes to that area, Justin walks away. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Aaron's office, Aaron and Matt are talking. You know, my parents aren't too happy with the fact that them announcing, yeah, I find that very ironic of them choosing your parents' wedding as if they were counting on some drama. You know what gets me? The smirk Michelle had at the reception towards Kristen and Angela when David showed her the video. You don't buy their claim Michael's their son. I don't know. I had the same feeling when I found out Annie's been lying to me. Well, I better get started. I'll keep you posted. Thanks, man. And as Matt got up and left his office. Meanwhile, in the conference room, Kristen and Tyler are talking. Kristen, we just want what's best for you. Clearly, Nate's, look, I get it, all right? My husband can barely look at me after what I did. I'm kind of afraid to go home and face him again. Either way, you're gonna have to. Just know you have me, Jeff, and Scott, plus Casey and Jennifer, and of course, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Tyler. Look, I better go see if I can go to the diner and take care of something. But it was good talking to you. And as they got up, it's gonna be alright. Trust me. And as they hug each other, and Kristen left the room. Meanwhile, in Nate's room, Nate's lying in bed talking to his sister, Vanessa. What do you mean by that, Vanessa? What did you do? If you must know, Jeff has a surprise heading towards what? A surprise? Really, Vanessa? Just so you know, even though our family's rival to the Grahams, we're still family. So yes, I use my husband's name to get what I want. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go take care of something. And just so you know, I'm here for you. And as Vanessa walked out of Nate's room, and as Nate thinking, damn it. I wanted to be the one to make Jeff pay. And I think I can. Meanwhile, at the Dansbury Ridge Manor in the living room, Jeff and Gloria are facing Greg and the officers. I had a feeling why you came back. Yes, I had an interesting conversation with my wife what happened at Karen and Bradley's house today. Boy, you really wanted to kill him, didn't you? Don't answer that. You told my husband this was a routine stop. Come on, Gloria. We both know that's not true. Plus, he admitted he did what he did just when we came in, which is totally admissible in court. Oh, suddenly we are a lawyer, are we? Just lay off my wife, will you? All right, get up. And as Jeff got up and came towards Greg, Jeff Graham, you're under arrest for aggravated assault, attempted murder. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't provide one, one will be appointed by the state. Do you understand the rights I read you?